Yes, brothers and sisters, we are finally back. We finally made it to the second reaction video I've dropped on this here YouTube platform. Welcome to this here Mystelics Reacts channel, brothers and sisters. Big up on yourself for definitely tuning into these vibrations. I do appreciate you guys. And of course, brothers and sisters, the previous one actually dropped is on the BrBpTV YouTube platform. Be real, be positive. That link will be in the first comment. That link will be right in the first comment. Where, brothers and sisters, in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. BrBpTV right there, and then you definitely want to tune in for that one right there. But of course, welcome to these vibrations. Round of applause goes out to every single one. Don't forget, brothers and sisters, to click the like button. I would appreciate that. Click the thumbs up button, and of course, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations. And of course, help this here channel to grow as well, brothers and sisters. As well, brothers and sisters. Definitely check the vibrations out right there in that regard. Click the subscribe button, brothers and sisters. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell. Click all to be notified when I drop my videos. Right there and then. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for today. Right there. Now, brothers and sisters, you've seen somebody hand and you've seen some sort of bush. You know, bush, man. You know, Dominica is bushville, brothers and sisters. This is rather interesting that we're not looking to herbs and stuff. But anyways, bush is there, brothers and sisters. Let's see what this individual has to say in that regard. Right there.
Okay, so this is watercress.
Watercress. Watercress is good for the blood, brothers and sisters. For those of you who don't know, watercress is definitely good for the blood.
It's in the supermarkets. You all know what watercress is. Nice round leafy. This is zebwa.
I have no idea what zebwa is. Brothers and sisters, what is zebwa? First of all, who named it zebwa in the first place? Who just saw a plant and say, boy, that looking like a zebwa. Yeah? Let me name that is zebwa. I know Adam didn't call it zebwa for sure. You know, that is some other person's name. You know. Who saw the plant and say, boy, look, that is zebwa? What does zebwa even mean, brothers and sisters? Those of you know, leave that in the comment box below. But apparently, in the watercress, that is individual bot, has zebwa.
In the watercress. Zebwa. In the watercress. Most of the people eating zebwa, but that is madness. Be careful what you're buying.
So you buy watercress, and in the watercress, you get zebwa. Were they using that for them to fill up the bag, or was this a genuine mistake?
I'm not saying the name of the supermarket.
Well, you should say it. Well, you're right. I would not say the supermarket. If you notice this again, then you would need to say something in that regard. It could have just been a mistake.
I say just because people make it, I'm lying. You know?
Because it seems like there's ample watercress inside there.
Actually just picked this one, so now I'm going to go for this. That's what I know what is zebra.
There's actual watercress just by rivers, brothers and sisters. Those of you who know, you know what I'm talking about when it comes down to Tatan, passing Tatan region and going up Malengam. You can pretty much just get watercress right on the road. It's right there. Bow, look at your face. Get some watercress. Eat it, man. You know.
Some watercress. I know things can happen. Accidents can happen.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
But I have to go for everything.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Came from that, as I said, wow.
So maybe the zebra was mixed within the watercress. So when the individual was doing that, that means the person just picked up the zebra, you know, with the watercress and put everything together, because it seems like it's not like half the produce is zebra and the other half is watercress. It seems like just a few of the leaves of the zebra that entered into the watercress. But I would urge the individuals who collecting this stuff to ensure that it's only watercress, because the person bought watercress. They want to get extra zebra. If they wanted zebra, they would say leave some zebra in the watercress. No, they never said that, brothers and sisters. They said leave the watercress. And watercress alone they want.
Oh, here's another person zebra, see?
So it seems like the leaves are different. I think like this is another one right there. The leaves are a bit different.
I just literally took it from inside there. Alright? So
you have to check your stuff, guys. No doubt about it. I agree. Not just for this thing only, but you know, for other things as well. When people give you stuff, sometimes they try to mix in with other stuff. For example, coconut water selling in Roseau. Instead, they pour the coconut, they pour in half. They might say coconut back in the day used to be $2, $3, $2. They're selling a coconut for $5 now, brothers and sisters. Some even trying to go to $6 now. If you think I'm buying coconut for $6, I don't know what kind of drugs you're drinking, but you're drinking the wrong one, eh? Yes, man, you're drinking the wrongest drugs ever you could drink in your life before. But what they tend to do is like they might split it, put half of the coconut in one bottle, put the other half in another coconut, in another bottle, and then they pour in water in it to fill it up. So when you look in the bottle, you see, hey, but the full thing a thing, man, because you seen this stuff floating inside there. You're checking, yes, that's the real thing, brothers and sisters. But when you taste the real coconut and you taste that, you notice a remarkable difference. Remarkable difference, brothers and sisters. So be mindful, brothers and sisters, of people selling stuff. There are certain people who just out there to see if they can make a profit. Hey, nothing wrong with making profit, you know, but you should make it the legitimate way, you know. Go out there, get the coconuts, put the whole coconut in thing. If you want to sell, let's say you have let's say you have 20 coconuts, right? 20 coconuts, and you have 15 coconuts, coconut bottles, and then you have the other 5. But you say you want to split the 5 in 10 to make 25. At least be honest. All right? Sell the one for the coconut, the pure coconut for let's say $10 or whatever. And if you tell the people, okay guys, this one is mixed water and coconut, and we're selling it for $5. You know, be honest with people, Magwes. Come on, you're trying to make a little extra profit in that regard. Tell the people the truth. Okay, maybe people start accepting what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. This is the real coconuts. This is the tampered coconuts. The pure coconut versus the unpure coconut. I think people will appreciate that a bit more. So they'll know what, okay, let me just buy that, or let me leave that, and I will take the pure coconut. Come on, people, do better than you need. You need to do better. Anyway, brothers and sisters, moving along in that regard, I saw this video right there. And apparently this woman is looking for a job. But she said some rather interesting stuff.
Hi guys, my name is Daniel.
Guys, I don't hear that. I don't know what's wrong with people audio on their phone. But we are technology. Big up technology.
Hi guys, my name is Daniel. As you know, that does make
Daniel. They wasn't too creative, none that name there.
Hi guys, my name is Daniel. As you know, that does make TikTok. But apparently I listened to myself. I don't know if anybody knows from Dominica. I'm looking for a person to take care of elderly during the day and come out at 4. Because trust me, I'm a single mother looking for a job. I'm a single mother of 2. My baby is 5 months. And my little girl is going to Vickers Primary School. She in going on grade K, she in preschool, and I listened to myself, I'm looking for a job.
No, I heard you saying about you want to take care of elderly people and what have you. Do you have the qualifications, the ability to do so? Or you just figure that's a job that you can, do for you to make monies? How can people just say, hey, that person calling and say they want to take care of elderly people? That's it. I mean, obviously, most likely for you, do you have qualifications? I guess persons who are interested in, hey, maybe that person can. I know there are individuals from overseas who tend to look for individuals to take care of their people in Dominica. If they have elderly parents or elderly grandparents and they overseas and they working overseas to make the money to support their families in Dominica, so they cannot come down and say, oh, let me come and take care. They need people to help. So on the basis of that, I would understand that you would be since you are interested in that. But it's not just saying you need a job. Because you talk about your babies and you have to take care of your babies too. So that self is another responsibility on your part. But do you have the qualifications for you to be able to take care of people's parents or grandparents or the elderly folks out there? It's not just saying, I want to do this and that. You say you're making TikTok. What kind of TikTok you making? You making TikTok or taking care of people? I mean, that's one of the things I think people can promote themselves on social media. And the abilities that you get to share with others. I mean, I'm literally what do you call that? I'm literally what do you call it? Evidence of that. I'm literally somebody that tends to put stuff on social media, videography, whatever, and persons reach out to me to either do photography for them or edit or these kind of things there. So if you are doing these things, you say you make TikTok, are you making dance videos on TikTok, or are you promoting yourself as somebody that tends to do these kind of things? And in so doing, then you can possibly get people to reach out to you. Obviously, you need to do an interview or you need to showcase what you have done before. Have you done this? Your experience and this kind of things there. Next thing, people say, oh, come man, you need the monies and stuff. Come and take care of. and you yourself, you quavering the person faster than you know, because you do not know what to do. So obviously you need to have some experience in that regard. You just said that you want a job because it seems like you just need the money. You didn't say that you have experience in that regard. You don't just come and say, hey guys, I need a job. Anybody need to take care of elderly people? You should say, you should put a little more in that. Maybe she said a little more in the video. Let's see.
I know I cannot do maths properly, but if it's any job, make a little money for my children just to make sure they eat. But please, when a job coming, please.
So you know, wasn't really focused on taking care of elderly people. You just wanted some monies to take care of your children. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, go out there and try your best to find jobs and what have you. And I think kudos to you for coming on social media to see if you can get a job on social media as a result of what you stated. But any job is fine. Well, if it's any job that you feel you can do, anything that have nothing to do with mathematics, so cashier and this kind of things, is out of the question. So maybe you're right, taking care of people might be your thing. But I think you should have stated, you know, hey, this is, I've worked here, I've worked there, I've been taking care of people, I have the qualifications in that regard, blah, 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 blah. Have some reference in that regard so that people can actually reach out to you and possibly hire you. But there's nothing of that sort.
You can call me on WhatsApp 295-2860. I'll put it in my comments. And you can message me on Messenger.
Okay, guys. Well, you heard the number if you want to contact her. And keep in mind, brothers and sisters, I'm not saying she's not able to do these things. You know, she could possibly be able to. But if somebody just listening to this and you just say, hey, guys, hire me, and then talking about any job, you want to do any job just so you can make monies, doesn't mean like you're interested in doing the job itself. You just want to make the monies. And I think that is where a lot of people falter, especially in Dominica. Most people go to school to learn a particular trade or particular thing, subject matter in school, and then they come out to the workforce and it's like, best you didn't go to school, because what you're doing in the workforce have nothing to do with what you went to school for. I grew up with that sentiment, you know, brothers and sisters. You go to school, you say you're learning things, you enter the job market, and you get in jobs completely contrary to the thing you go to school for. So what was the point of going to school in the first place, you know? That's why I believe in Larry King life taught me something very, very powerful. Larry King, you base yourself on the skill sets and the abilities that you have. This is why I think where the school system falters. The school system falters because it's not educating you, which means pulling from you your ability. It's trying to indoctrinate you. Because education comes from the Latin word educere, educere, which means to pull from, brothers and sisters. So if you have ability, you pull in from. So I think Larry King was one of the individuals I learned that well. He had the ability for him to do certain things, and he elevated his standing in that regard, becoming one of the best journalists known to mankind. Interviewing everybody, well, not everybody, but all major individuals who would not have interviewed from other people. Larry King ended up interviewing these people. And he came from grassroots, from the radio. You know, so he elevated his skill set to the point where he was able to talk to people and advise with people on a real natural level. That's one of the things that I'm striving to do when it comes down to when I'm interviewing people and this kind of things. You reach out to them on a more chill, like, you know, instead of a professional. That's why I tend to do my journalistic work on a more grassroots mentality, because I realize more people tend to pay attention when they can relate to you and what you're saying. Even when I learned from the individual in Trinidad, and the way that he was speaking, he's not speaking properly in terms of the normal proper English. He's speaking in his Trinidadian accent, and he's putting things out just how they are, and people tend to tune into him and focus on what he has to say. And you know, so that from these kind of things, the Jamaicans also learn from them as well, in the way that they portray you. They speak properly. Not when I say speak properly, you are able to understand what they're saying, but they speak in their accent, you know. So that's something when I was growing up, because I literally used to sing like American when I used to do my stuff back in the day. But you know, you have to adapt, and I think that's the key for not just this individual right there, but for other folks as well. Because you know, she's just looking to find any job. She knows she's not good at maths, so she knows any job that it pertains maths will not be for her. But You know, maybe she can stack stuff. Maybe she can probably take care of individuals out there. Who knows what she can do? But anyways, brothers and sisters, talking about what you can do and what you shouldn't do, brothers and sisters. This is another individual right there, brothers and sisters, a tourist, a visitor in Dominica. And of course, I remember when I made the video of the airport and the professionalism which I was saying needs to be had. Well, this is another one right there, brothers and sisters. Take a listen to what she has to say.
Alright, Dominica, everything was going good until now at the airport. Like this is...
Okay, let me, brothers and sisters, we are technology. Let's enhance the voice so we can separate.
Alright, Dominica, everything was going good until now at the airport. Like this is crazy. So we checked in online. We just happened to stop by the counter. Hey, we good, right? We have the boarding pass, everything. No, you have to check in here. Okay. Then she says that the carry-on suitcase that I came with on Vinia to Dominica, I can't go with it as a carry-on. I have to put it as a checked luggage because it weighed too much. I didn't buy anything in Dominica. There's nothing extra in my suitcase. Fine, no problem.
That has happened to me before. Not in Dominica, but other places where you have your carry-on, and then when you reach another airport, they tell you your carry-on too heavy, so you might have to go and buy another suitcase. What? Gasa, I send back my suitcase, I take out my clothes, I put it in my bag. I go, hey, buy another suitcase. Where? Anyways, her own is different. I don't think you can buy a suitcase in the airport in Dominica, but they tell her that her carry-on needs to go as a check-in bag. That's something else.
She doesn't tell us anything else. We get to the security by the door. The security says, you have any gels and things? My friend had a carry-on. She brought the same gels that she traveled with before. It was not a problem. Now when we passed through security, after like a few minutes when we were basically walking off, the lady goes, she needs to check the bag. And if we have a clear Ziploc bag, because the things have to be in a clear Ziploc bag. So
it does. If you travel, maybe you escaped with this one, no doubt about it. Maybe you escaped coming to, and they didn't check your stuff. They'll let you go through. Sometimes that does happen from time to time, but you normally need to have your Ziploc bag and stuff. That's why you definitely need to have your Ziploc bag in that regard right there.
That's when I started to get upset, because I was like, but why didn't they say something before? Because she could have put it in my check bag, since I now have a check bag.
That's a good question right there. Always a breakdown in communication, brothers and sisters.
And then the guy tell me, oh, you cannot stand up here, you have to leave. You have to go and wait for her on the other side. I said, okay, but I'm traveling with her. No, you cannot wait here for her. I still don't get it. So they took my friend's stuff, and I don't understand why. Because it was the right.
I think when it comes on to, there's a breakdown in communication at the airport, man. This is why I mentioned about professionalism at the same time. However, I think maybe that the attendant, I'm trying my best to see if I can, make it to them. Maybe the attendant did not know, but I think they should have clarified. Do you have any? If you have a check-in bag, the check-in bag versus your carry-on. I think the person would say, okay, this is my carry-on and thing. Then the person at the behind the desk should say, do you have any fluids or anything like that? I think they should have stated this. It seems like probably they didn't hear, or maybe the individual didn't state it. I just have my carry-on and they were going, and then as a result of the broken down in communication, then that situation elevated right there. So they should have definitely told the people, hey, this is my carrier note, because they normally ask, do you have bags to check in? You have to tell them yes or no, and if you check in a bag, you have to pay some monies or whatever for it, I think. Or normally it's carrying I bring my extra bag in my carry-on. Hold it out. So that's how I just do it nowadays, brothers and sisters. So I have another bag that's pretty much empty and stuff. So when I go over, but that person come to Dominica and then leaving. But I find it strange that you say you're leaving without anything. That's an interesting one right there, because I don't know how long you came to stay. Maybe you came for a short reason, a short while, and didn't buy anything in Dominica, and then you left. But yeah.
But I'm traveling with her. No, you cannot wait here for her.
I think the reason why they stated this is because you already checked in your bag. That means they'll have to pull out your bag for you to put this stuff in your bag and stuff. But like I said before, there was a broken down in communication, which needs some sort of maybe retraining of sorts. You know, maybe tell them, like I indicated before, hey, your carry-on, okay, make sure that there's no fluids and blah 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 in your bag. And then maybe, oh, I have fluids in my bag. Then maybe at that time when the person is said it is okay, you can put it in my bag and check it in, and then we continue that way.
I still don't get it. So they took my friend's stuff, and I don't understand why. Because it was the right size, the travel size.
Oh, well, that's different. You have travel size stuff, but then again, it probably wasn't in the Ziploc bag.
But because it wasn't in a Ziploc bag, and even though she said she could put it in a plastic bag that she has in her bag, they told her no.
Well, what I think they should have done, because instead of taking her stuff, they probably should have told her, well, go back. I think probably they have selling bags, maybe in the wrong country. They sell Ziploc bags in Dominica, brothers and sisters. I think they probably sell Ziploc bags in Dominica. I remember, where it was now, Barbados, one of the Caribbean islands, brothers and sisters. I have one big Ziploc bag and everything inside there. And they tell me, no, that's too much. So I had to go and get another Ziploc bag for like $1 US or something. And then buy the other Ziploc, put the other stuff in there and thing. Because I travel all over the place with that Ziploc bag, you know. My Ziploc bag, I travel all over the place, no problems. Then they reach another airport, they give me issues. Just like my peak. I had my pick, brothers and sisters. I travel all across from the east, from the west to the east of the world. Come back, brothers and sisters. Nobody get no problem for my peak. Nobody, you know. I arrive where I arrive now, brothers and sisters. Barbados. Is Barbados I arrive now? I think it's Barbados. Yes, Barbados. Yes, brothers and sisters. Barbados I arrive. Then people scan my bag twice and they say, what is my bag? I say, a peak. I say, my brother, I come all over the place with my peak. And now you're telling me you have to take my peak. Not my peak, no, not my peak. Sorry, brother, my screwdriver. So I have my shaving stuff, and sometimes the blade does get a little loose because it's screwed. This kind of deadly blade stuff. Anyways, so I have my screwdriver, my little screwdriver, to turn the thing, you know, to tighten the thing. The man take my screwdriver away, boy. They took my pick. They took my pick already. So I decided, okay, let me get some plastic picks. So, yes. But I check in, boy, them people not easy. But you have to check in the iron, because you check in, you can stab people with it. That's true, but I mean, come on.
That don't make no sense. None. And now I don't want to come back down because of that. Because I don't like stupidness. I don't like stupidness. So y'all need to fix it, because
forget about the airport. The airport, they have their own misery. I think training needs to be had there. I think training needs to be had everywhere across Dominica. It seems like that is lacking greatly when it comes on to these things. And sometimes people are frustrated, and then sometimes there's a breakdown in communication amongst their own selves. Imagine that. Breakdown communication amongst their own selves, brothers and sisters. And I'm not just talking about the airport, other places as well. But somebody will say one thing, another person say another thing, and you wonder who's right. And then because that person said a new thing now, because you're there, you then have to agree that person when the other person tell you something completely different. You know, it's just crazy right there, brothers and sisters. But, you know, forget about the airport, and it's not the airport you come to visit. Come back and visit us. You know, come visit me. Well, sometimes I'll be Dominica, but you can always contact me. Yes, man. But it's so unfortunate that you went through that situation. Come and visit the nature isle, man. You go to Screws and go to Screws Sulphur Spas and the rivers, and you know, enjoy yourself when Wilquerrell Festival comes on. Come and enjoy yourself. One of the best times in Dominica, and that regard right there. Forget about the airport. The airport does want to cause chaos. I think what the airport should have done is give you a Ziploc bag, because they always talk about Ziploc bag and having Ziploc bag. At least that is a way for them to make a little money. At least $1 for a Ziploc bag. Not true. You could have make a little money there. You decide you take in the girl's stuff to do what? To bring for your family members. I always wonder what they do with this stuff. But this is what would you have done in that situation right there? Let me know your thoughts in that regard right there, brothers and sisters. But I think there was communication issues there, especially when it comes down to the carry-on. They should have just tell them, okay, you have a carry-on, make sure that there's no fluids and stuff in your bag. Maybe they told them and they didn't listen, or maybe they didn't tell them because they didn't know. They went through and then bowed. They had no problems. Another thing, they need to have Ziploc bags. At least they're selling. Makwisa. At least they're selling. Okay, go back in the thing, go in store, have some Ziploc bags there. You can buy one for $2 or $1 or whatever it is, and then put your stuff inside it so you can travel with your stuff. Especially if the stuff is what do you call that again? is travel size. Because she stated that the stuff is travel size. Well, that's just one side of the story here, but she stated, I'm just going to reactions based on what she said right there. What would you have done in that situation, brothers and sisters? Would you come back to Dominica because of that experience and those kind of things there? This is one of the reasons why I did the vlog, brothers and sisters. So show the unprofessionalism that can tend to happen, regardless of who you think is right or wrong, brothers and sisters. But at the end of the day, you must try your best, especially when individuals are leaving. You are an ambassador to showcase, hey guys, certain things happen here, it's true, but you're an ambassador to try to help, at least when they're leaving, to give them a nice experience. And it doesn't seem like that is the case when it comes down to the situation right there, but it is what it is. Like I stated before, brothers and sisters, that's what I would have done. Tell them about the certain situation, or have the Ziploc bag. You know, problems like this tend to happen. Have some Ziploc bags now. Anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. It's pretty much all for this Mystelics reaction, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Click the like button. I would appreciate that. Subscribe and turn on Apple notifications so you can get the latest vibrations. Don't forget to check out the link in the description, in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, there's a video popping up somewhere. You can definitely check that out as well. It's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real. Salute the king. Be positive.